Welcome to the How Do You channel. If you like this video, please click like and the subscribe button. In today's video, I will show you how to replace a battery of a iPhone 6. This video is only a few minutes long, however, the actual process may take you longer, roughly 30 to 45 minutes. Be sure to organize the parts and screws in an orderly pattern to ensure success. So let's get started. We are going to start by removing the screws at the bottom. The screws are pentalobe screws. If you do not have a pentalobe screwdriver, be sure to look at the comments below. I will provide links to the tools you will need and replacement parts. Now take the suction cup and place it at the bottom of the screen and lift up a little bit, just enough to get the pry tool and to release the hinges. Be sure to pry at the metal parts and don't bend the screen because it could result in a more expensive repair. Lift the screen up, making sure not to bend the screen past 90 degrees, and remove the 5 screws that hold the ribbon cables in place. Be sure not to bend or twist the ribbon cables. The screws are different lengths, so be sure to remember which screw goes where. I normally lay them out in this orderly fashion. Now disconnect the ribbon cables from the main board. You will have one for the front-facing camera, and one for the LCD, and one for the digitizer. The screen will separate completely from the phone. Now for the battery. It has one ribbon cable that is under the metal plate with 2 screws. Note that these 2 screws are also of different sizes. It has one ribbon cable that is under the metal plate with 2 screws. Note that these 2 screws are also of different sizes. The easy way of doing this is by pulling back at the tabs at the bottom of the phone and pulling straight back towards the charging port. The glue strip that holds the battery in place is like the 3M adhesive. To detach it from the chassis, begin by pulling on the two black tabs at the bottom of the battery. They're folded over the battery at the bottom towards the charging port. Unfold the tabs and then pull them straight back towards the charging port. The adhesive will look like stretched out chewing gum. You can buy replacement strips should you need to do it again. Now let's connect the ribbons. I normally start with the battery ribbon so that it lines up the battery evenly in the casing, as you can see here. Best practice is it should be disconnected when you plug in your screen back in, or you could damage the components. However, I didn't experience that problem, luckily. It's always a good idea to have it unplugged when plugging in anything and then put in the battery after. But needless to say, this worked for me. With a little assistance from my daughter, taking a few of the screws there. It's always good to have the little one around, and I did notice there that she had taken it and she put it back. So simply placing the ribbons back in, they snap in like Legos pieces. If everything snaps in, I normally power it on quickly to see if there's any jagged edges on the display. If it does happen, most likely one of the ribbons is seated incorrectly, so simply just plug in the ribbon cables. If everything looks fine, then place the metal housing over the ribbons and screw in the screws. I normally start off with the top right corner. It's the longest screw, and then the other four are smaller screws. Now begin with the top of the screen and pushing it in to the housing and lining up with the case. Line up the bottom and then push in on the sides. Now just need to install the two pentalobe screws at the bottom. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments, and don't forget to like this video if this video has helped you, and please don't forget to click subscribe. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again soon.